Hi, I'm Sean Clark. Today I'm standing in Evans City, Pennsylvania, the opening of the film Night of the Living Dead. Welcome to Horror's Hallowed Grounds.
This is the opening of Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead. How's that shit right here?
The car comes twisting around like that car right there.
That could be them. That could be Johnny.
It traps right there.
Why are you driving towards me, Johnny? You could have hit me just then, Johnny. That's it.
Well, we're going that way next. Yeah. This here in front of me is the second view you see in the movie, with the car coming around the corner just like that car.
There you go.
So then Night of the Living Dead pops up, and then you have the third view across the street.
Let's go look at that. Let's try not to get hit in the process.
So, the next shot you see is a car coming directly towards us, toward camera, from this direction. And it follows it a little bit.
Like down here? Kinda like that.
Comes directly towards your camera, and then you have the next view
it turns.
going this way.
Does it actually turn with it, or does it cut?
No, it doesn't turn with it. You just get another view, and it goes around that corner. That's all 4 shots, and the next one is going into the cemetery. You see the car come around the corner, and then it does a sort of U there, and makes a right into the cemetery.
Yeah, I think it does kind of go like this.
Yeah.
Getting a little rain today. Evans City Cemetery. Let's go check it out. So after they enter the cemetery, according to my good friend Larry, he gets all the credit here because he's the master, Night of the Living Dead master. He's actually holding the camera. Doesn't like, he's a little camera shy. Anyway, they come in this way, and then they turn here and head down in this direction. You can see that big ball kind of tombstone down there. That kind of gives it away. There's another one of those in here somewhere, but this is the one. And they head in this direction. Let's see where they go next. So the next shot, using a little camera trickery, I was just standing over at that corner. Well, now they reposition the camera right there. Right here is about where the flag was waving. And the car comes from this direction, and it turns and heads that way. So here is the chapel. Looks a lot different than the last time I was here when it needed saving. But thanks to peeps like me and my buddy Larry right there, we saved this mofo. And now you can get married in it. We did that for you, the people. Look at that thing. Looking sweet now. Looking sweet.
So Dean was just telling me that he brought those pews in here. They weren't there, and they weren't brought by the
pew 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 pew.
A church locally burnt down, and they rescued these pews and brought them in here.
Very nice. I never got to see the inside of this place before the whole saving of it or whatever.
Before it happened, before it was saved, I saw pictures and I peeked in the windows and stuff. So I saw what it looked like, but I was never inside until after it was saved.
Yeah, weren't the windows boarded up and stuff, or?
Yeah, a lot of the windows were boarded up.
Because I don't remember it being able to look into the chapel.
The gutter over here on this side was falling off. The roof was collapsing in a lot of places, but they did an amazing job, and this floor is the original floor. Wow. They did not redo the floor. It was good enough to be saved and kept.
What's up with this? What's up with this little piece of? Was that one piece of floor that couldn't be saved?
Probably.
Or a fan took a piece of floor. It's probably in Larry's collection somewhere.
In 2014, George Romero himself came here and he did a sort of ceremony opening the chapel, where he cut a ribbon and gave a speech right out front.
We're coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problem.
I wonder what happened to the one from last year.
Every year, you know, we buy these things, you know, and every year they're gone, you know.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
A little spit and polish, you know. I wonder how many times we bought the same one. Right here. This is where their father's grave was.
Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said,
"Well, you're gonna go to hell!" Something like that.
Remember that? Right over there.
You can see the Blair tombstone. But this is, I guess their last name was Cole. Was it Johnny Cole? Barbara Cole? It must have been, because this says Cole. But anyhow, this is the tombstone. This is the spot. This is Mecca. This is where it all started. Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero, zombie master. Boom. Larry's gonna take over for a minute.
Over here, this is the Clyde Lewis Meyer stone. This is where Johnny hits his head after he's attacked and he wrestles with Bill Heinzman, cemetery zombie.
AKA First Zombie.
He hits his head there and he's laying there, and the Bill Heinzman zombie is over him, and he sees Barbara and goes after her. Barbara was cowering by this Nicholas Kramer stone. She would have been just like this with her hand here, cowering.
Sad. Poor Johnny.
Johnny's got the keys.
Johnny has the keys.
Look, here comes one of them now. He's smoking. I'm getting out of here. Dude, I never seen zombies smoke before.
Smoking zombie, bro. They gotta smoke in the afterlife too. It's an addiction, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's an anabolic zombie
even
right
though
there.
I'm dead, don't mean I ain't gonna stop. Maybe it'll kill me, but I ain't there yet, and I'm gonna still smoke.
Earlier, you were asking, where do you see Bill Heinzman in the movie?
When he's
Okay?
walking.
So he's actually in the distance. First time you see him in the movie,
Yeah.
he is in the distance, straight ahead up here. So the first time you see him is directly ahead, way back among the cemetery stones there. And then the second time you see him, he's over here. Like, so he had traveled from there to there.
Look, there comes one of them now.
And he's further away over there. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're being ignorant.
They're coming for you.
Stop it! You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny.
So Barbara comes walking down the path. She's walking this way, and the cemetery zombie comes from over here, grabs her by the throat, and she's fighting in, and then Russ comes after.
Oh! No! No! Johnny! Help
A lot of people come here and they try to recreate the shot with Judy O'Day as Barbara by the stone.
Yeah.
Okay, you can get that.
Yeah.
but there's something a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
This stone is in a different position than it was during the filming of the movie. Because if you look carefully at the shot, study the background, none of the stones and things match up. They're going in a different direction, okay? Truth is, this fell down years ago, and in the early 2000s, Christian Stavrakis and Dave Burian came here, and they found it on the ground, they put it back up, but they put it in the wrong direction. It was actually twisted one turn this way. So, in the movie, she would have been facing this way, and this name would have been on this side, and then you could see in the shot behind me that the stones all match up the view. Not many people know this, but I've done so much research on this cemetery and the movie that I figured it out.
Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
Nerd alert. So, like I said, this wouldn't turn one turn, and she would have had her hand here, and you would see behind her.
Now, why
all the
hasn't this
stones.
been fixed?
It's heavy. I don't know if anybody wants to touch it at this
Dude,
point.
We got it, bro.
We got the
I
two
suggest doing
most
it.
massive dudes in the world right here can
Don't
fix it.
suggest that.
You got some chalk?
Huh?
bro?
Please don't. No, don't move it.
We're not gonna do it. Dude, we don't have any chalk on
Well, wait.
us.
Well, what part is it? Is it like this entire thing?
I think it's just the top portion, maybe.
If it's just the top portion,
something on the top here, like this. Okay. You
is
can
it just
see
that? Maybe.
There's a.
Wonder if it's
probably
been.
this.
Wonder if they've sealed it.
It's the God honest truth. If you look, and if you have me doing this view here,
Yeah.
and you get the right angle, you can see everything in the back of me matches up what you see in the movie. But if you do it from here and get the view behind me, it doesn't match.
So a real fan
Yeah.
would take a still shot from here and then
Twist
then fix it in Photoshop, get that turn.
Right,
So it-
right.
yeah.
Well, why don't we do both?
Well, here, let me just I got to get the obligatory regular shot, which would be like right here. So she's like looking this way, right? Is she looking this way? Is that correct? Or is she this? She's looking.
It's tough.
I think she's looking towards
you really
camera.
gotta have somebody to hold it there and look at it.
That's exactly it right there.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
close.
she's a little bit lower
Yeah.
her head. The car goes around the corner, around the chapel. The next shot is you see it coming through a driveway here, and it would be this view right here. It comes directly towards me, and then it pulls off to the side here, and hits a tree that would have been over here. It's not here now because in the shot you can see as it comes to rest against the tree, you can see in the corner of the frame 2 stones sticking up out of the ground, and they are those 2 right there.
Which two?
Those 2 stones there as her car comes to rest, and then she gets out of the car and runs directly down the path.
No, you don't see the chapel again when she starts running.
You
do
don't.
you? Yeah, they were smart enough to hide that.
Yeah, she doesn't. You don't see that view, just her running around the car. For many years, I thought this location here, where we are, is where Barbara was running down the road after she leaves the cemetery. I've looked all around this area, and nothing really matches except for this. At least that's what I thought. So if you remember in the movie, she comes running out of the cemetery, out of the woods. She comes running up the road, and I've reenacted it on tours and stuff. and then she ends up at the cemetery next after the cemetery zombie comes out of the woods also and follows her. It's come into question over the years, is this the right spot? Well, let me take you over to the other one that it could be. Okay, behind me is where other people have said the scene where Barbara runs from the cemetery is right behind me on this road. As you can see, I don't know if you could tell in the video, it sort of slopes down and there's a bump there, and there's no woods on the side, it's properties. So I kind of doubt it, but people say it's the spot because there's a sort of driveway at the end there.
Huh?
And they say you can see that in the shot in the movie.
I want you getting hit. I don't have Horace Hallowed insurance.
So where that truck is down there, that is where they say you can see that driveway in the shot behind her. And that's what makes people think this is it, but it doesn't seem to have this slope and this kind of total view. It seems off.
So
Although the other spot that I showed you also seems off for various reasons.
So they could both be wrong.
You be the judge.
But your money's on the other spot.
I'm not sure, honestly. You be the judge.
You want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs. There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out.
Okay, here we are at the original farmhouse property from Night of the Living Dead. I don't recommend a lot of people come here. They don't really take kindly to people coming on the property. I do take tours here with permission each year during the Living Dead weekend. Behind me is that house property. Where you see that house to my left here, that is where the original farmhouse stood. Right now, these fields are used for corn. Corn is grown here annually, and it's sold at the local Deaner's Farm Market. So you can actually buy Night of the Living Dead corn from Deaner's Farm Market, which is grown on the property from Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the
Pretty
Living
cool.
Corn.
Night of the Living Corn, exactly.
Nice.
Now to the side here, in the movie you'll see shots of this roadway and cars going the direction I'm walking backwards. So they're going onto the property, and you can see this row of trees alongside.
Do you know what exact position the old house was in? Like,
I do.
is it similar to that?
No, it's oriented differently.
Huh?
So you see this here is the end of the house. That is where the porch was, where all the zombies storm into the living room and go into the house.
So the porch was where the fireplace is
Yes.
right there?
Exactly.
It is starting to come down all of a sudden.
This is what we do for Horror's Hallowed Ground.
Yeah.
So like I said, the porch would have been where the end of this house is.
Wow.
And the ghouls would have been in the yard in front of it, advancing towards the house.
Where was the gas pump and all that stuff?
So the gas pump would have been beyond the house. There was a smaller little garage just beyond it, maybe like 100 feet beyond it.
Yeah.
And that's where the gas pump was next to it.
Huh.
At the time of filming, there was a lot more trees around it and shrubbery and stuff around the house.
So right there is where the house used to stand. Wow, this is crazy.
And I believe those trees are original.
Oh, those trees are still from back in the day.
Yeah. I've looked at satellite views from over the years, and they've always been there.
It's a bummer that they tore down the house. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine you could have rented that sucker out, done an Airbnb, not a Living Dead Airbnb.
Well, my personal dream is, if I got rich, would be to buy this property, recreate the house, and then do a whole festival here. You know?
Yeah. It's so cool that this hasn't really been developed at all, you know, because it's still got that vibe of being in the middle of nowhere.
In the movie, you see zombies out in this field. This is where the helicopter would have landed. The truck that would have burnt up and exploded, it would have been resting here. Because as I told you earlier, as we were walking up, turn this way, you can see the posse and cars coming up this roadway. You see that row of trees, and they come and walk over here, and they walk by the burnt up car. When the posse comes up and they say, it looks like there was a barbecue, Vince.
Somebody had a cookout here, Vince.
Wow, this is crazy.
And the bonfire would have been just out here.
Wow.
You can see various behind the scenes stills of the barbecue, and then you can see the house behind it.
Gotcha.
All right, in Night of the Living Dead, of course, you'll remember the posse scenes, where the posse are gathering by a bridge, and they're gathering by the farmhouse somewhere. This is that bridge that you see in the movie. At the time, it was sort of one of those metal bridges that went over the cars. It's changed over the years.
You want to get on the other side of the road over there?
Cars come through here like this. In view with all the posse members and sort of emergency vehicles coming, they park over here. You can see at one point this house in view behind them. It was up for sale a couple years ago, and I don't know if it still is or if it's sold or whatnot, but it's original, screen used. It's in Night of the Living Dead. If you wanted to
Screen
live here,
used.
you could own that house. So the posse members are all gathered here. They come over here around by this telephone pole. This is where Bill Cardille walks up from where you are. He walks towards me and pretend I'm George Cosana, the sheriff, and they have a conversation to each other right here. Posse is all gathered in this whole area, and then they advance towards the farmhouse, which is down the road here. In the movie, you'll see a shot of the posse members walking up this way on this road.
But
platoon organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls.
And you can see this mailbox in the shot. Funny enough, this is the home of Ella Mae Smith. She was a zombie in the movie.
No kidding.
Yep.
Now she's gonna be stalked by people like, oh, you were a zombie in the movie.
I think she's looking. She's looking.
Ella Mae!
Let's get it out.
Yeah, when you have like a little bit of fame in the world, you've been in something, like a small part in a movie or a TV show, they call it your 15 minutes of fame. So you, my dear, do have
15 minutes.
It's lasted 50-something years. Yeah. But tell us a little bit about what you had to do in Night of the Living Dead.
I had to walk around like I was half dead. Or all dead, I guess. And it goes so fast. People say, where were you? I know where I was. You know, it goes so fast to take you.
Sure. And how did they find you to become a zombie?
Was sitting in the yard, and they stopped and asked me and my husband if we wanted to be in the movie. My husband said no. And I said, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
You've lived here this whole time, the same house. That's crazy.
It's my same mailbox.
Yeah, he was telling me that's the one from.
I just painted it a different color, that's all.
That is awesome.
And do you still have that album with your sort of prosthetic little makeup pieces and things?
You have your piece. Oh wait, you actually have the pieces?
She has it. Yeah.
I have
You're
a
kidding
piece
me.
They made my husband's hand look like it was cut, really bad.
Oh, so you did make him get in the movie, your husband?
Women can make men do it.
This is true. This is true.
Nobody will ever get that from me unless they come over with some of this stuff.
Oh, well, wait a second.
I didn't know we were going to meet you. We just you happened to peek out the window. We weren't gonna bother you.
I wondered who in the heck was walking down the road in the rain.
Only crazy fans.
I was hoping that you would see us and pop your head out.
I sort of figured.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Quite welcome, I'm sure.
Thank you. This is so cool.
Here we are.
Those things are going to be at every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in your damn cellar. Get out of here!
I'm telling you, the cellar's the safest place. Oh, check it out. In the basement. This is crazy. This is surreal. Man, been a fan of this movie my entire life, and to be in here is kind of, it's like I don't know, it's weird. I'm getting like goosebumps. This is crazy.
Crazy thing, guy! Here in the actual basement where Night of the Living Dead was filmed. Bro, it's just a rarity. You gotta get a little more fired up or be down here, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to Horse Hall of Grants.
Oh boy.
I got goosebumps right now.
Wow. So where was the door that they're actually?
Up there. Go around the corner.
Oh, no way. Oh yeah, holy crap. That's awesome. Oh wow.
The walls are kind of the same.
No way, this is nuts. This is nuts.
That looks like an added room over there, huh?
This is a new sort of
Yeah, this probably wasn't here, this right here.
Because the cork board and stuff where the trowel was hanging, it was right over here.
Really? The trowel was right over here?
Yeah.
Was that where?
That's nuts.
He was sitting at the end when he was on the stool and everything.
Wow. How crazy is that?
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
Good.
Do you remember any other specific spots?
Well, sure.
I mean, where was
Kyra was set up right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say she would
She's
have.
laid out on the door here.
This is the actual. This is still the post that was here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's crazy. Wow. Oh, I have it with me. I do have it with me, but I think our time is a little limited, so I don't want to get crazy.
Where was he sitting and the stuff was all behind him?
in the movie, you'll remember watching the movie as you go up the stairs, you see
Yeah.
the door is supposed
On-
to be
on
the
that side, right? Yeah.
Correct. Well, what they did was, in the movie, they filmed the actual stairway that leads up to the door. Okay? So anytime you would see the view of the steps,
Yeah.
it's the actual steps that go into the living room at the house. Because, as you see, the doors are in different places.
Yeah.
They had a root cellar at the actual house.
Okay.
And they had put a hole in it. They cut a hole in the wall and made a fake door so they have a doorway into it. And they would, anytime you see them coming down the stairs, this view, it would be at the house, the actual house.
Yeah.
But as soon as you see a view of them coming around the corner here, it's down here in this basement here, 247 Fort Pitt Boulevard.
Ah, I did not know that. See, that's why he's the expert. I'm the Halloween guy, he's the Living Dead guy.
Reports from witnesses to the effect that people who acted as though they were in a kind of trance were killing and eating their victims prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims. Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered. Repeating this latest bulletin just received moments ago from Cumberland, Maryland, civil defense authorities have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers. Medical examination of victims' bodies shows conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the people they kill. And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each report. It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you, reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation. It is happening, and it would appear that no one is safe.
All I know is the moon is good midweek when I walk in here.
Right here.
Where'd you get the bandage?
Some laundry in a basket. I tore a sheet.
Kyra was laying on the sawhorses in the door. Right there. Nuts. Nuts.
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere.
Check this out. We just noticed this down here in the basement.
And then I picked up a little bit when I was with you. That was after.
How crazy is that? My guess is right here. This, you know what? Cause I remember his desk was like against the wall and next to a window. I think, and it was against the wall, his facing this way. So it's either right there or it's gonna be on that side over there, I think.
Station Square was outside the window, right? This is definitely the one. It was the river in Station Square, right?
It might have been, yeah. I think that this would have been it then.
Yeah, this is where his office. I bet you this is it.
I think so. I think this would have been it.
This is the actual office. Yeah, them bricks look familiar, right?
Yeah. I think this is it. Wow. That's crazy. Many deals done here. Many deals. For all the movies we love.
I think O.J. Simpson was even filmed in the office here from the Juice on the Loose documentary that he did.
You serious? O.J. Simpson was in here? That's nuts. The juice was on the loose in this office. So where is this? The stairs would be there?
I'm not sure which.
Is this where those stairs would be?
The stairs up right over here.
Ah, Martin stairs. Martin.
My name is Martin, and I'm 84 years old.
And these are the same stairs they came running down?
Yeah, in Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, oh, buddy. Yep. And Martin's sitting on these steps during the trailer, but not in the film.
Right.
Holy crap. That is crazy. Oh, there is a light, even better. Wow.
Come on, work yourself down. One floor at a time.
It's a roof. Get to the roof.
Come to the roof. The The roof is.
Filming up in the dark, bro?
Huh?
Filming in the dark?
I'm always filming, baby.
Dude, there's the roof, dude.
Calm down.
You're the one that was all fired up.
Oh, I'm fired up. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, yeah. That's it right there.
I'm not getting anywhere near the side.
Holy crap.
Let's go! Over there!
You believe this, buddy?
Sean Clark, we're here. Awesome.
Wow.
Finally. After a decade of trying to get up here.
Where does Amplis fly off of, supposedly?
Hey.
Probably this. They probably shot at him just going this way. But
You dadded me, dude. You dadded me. And look where we're at, bro.
she saved us, really.
Hey, dude, well,
No, you're actually your boy here. He saved us.
There's more than one way to skin it.
So I'm pretty sure Amplis is over here.
Okay, let's see.
And there's not even a place to fly off of.
Yeah. Wow.
So he would have been over against the
Oh, yeah, around the corner.
Hold it!
That's awesome. There, get a shot of me doing that.
Yeah.
It's going already.
That's the actual shot.
Yeah. Stinking pigs! Pigs!
Oh, man. But this is the door right here, the one
Next to it.
Yeah, no, I know.
Move in! Move in!
This one.
That's where they
This-
all bust out of that door.
How cool is this? And now I know why he was all freaked, because there is no edge thing there. But I ain't going near that. You couldn't pay me to get near that.
Don't go out there!
So this is the front of the building, right? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It's a beautiful view. Hell yeah.
That's all it counts.
Wow.
That's all it
Doesn't get much better than this.
You know, in the movie when Wooly is going off, you know, and
Yeah.
he's talking about all the people down there they're going after, he would have been leaning, I think, on one of these things here.
Blow all their asses off.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we'd have to screenshot it, but it might have been like right here.
Is that the whole, they got it better than we do?
Yes, exactly.
Shit, man, this is better than I got.
Yeah.
And then when all the soldiers start going over the roofs, they would be going over these, you know?
Yeah.
Back and forth over this.
No big AC units, but
Right.
wow. Well,
This is it. It's amazing. It's been a long time.
yeah.
Oh, let's go! Right here, Dawn of the Dead, baby!
Your big ass should not be jumping over there. You gotta go through the friggin' roof.
Listen,
The roof.
this is stable. This is a Pittsburgh roof. Strong is Pittsburgh. And it's a roof, not a roof. That's
It's
the
a
sound a
roof,
dog
bro.
makes, bro.
It's a fucking
It's
roof.
fucking roof, bro.
Roof.
And we got up here just like I told you.
What was that?
My last group that was here, they said there was something about over here. They were looking over there. There's some significant.
Yet.
Maybe that building right there or something.
What was the shot there, Sean?
Funny thing I have to tell you about.
Yeah.
Okay, there's an introduction to Night of the Living Dead that was included on VHS releases back in like the 80s, and George does it on the top of his building. And the view would be somewhere, maybe over here, and you see the buildings behind him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find that footage now.
Hi, my name is George Romero, and back in 1968, I made a film called Night of the Living Dead here in Pittsburgh. There's a lot of speculation as to why we made the picture initially, but basically, Russ Striner and Jack Russo and myself.
It's out there. It's on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel. Actually, he would have been standing on this roof because it doesn't look like he would have been over there.
Huh.
View of this way.
I've been shooting him like this. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. like actually tighter, like a little more like this, that would have been the shot right there.
It's a
Boom.
great shot, bro.
George Romero on top of the roof. Roof. Oh,
Come on, Martinez.
dude, mission accomplished. Yes. Yes. All right, I need a pick.
Work yourself down. Floor at a time. Keep working. Come on, work yourself down. One floor at a time. Keep down.
Here we are at the historical landmark, Evans City, Night of the Living Dead, and the Crazies, both featured here at this location. We're gonna wrap our tour up here. I want to say a big thanks to my friend Brett, Nate the Crazy Italian, and of course Larry, who without his help, I definitely couldn't have found all the stuff I found, because he's the master, Night of the Living Dead master. He's the zombie guy, all right? He's the Romero guy. He's got it down. Big truck going by, gonna let that go by. Big cement truck, no big deal. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this adventure. It's about damn time I got here and did this one. I've been here before, but it's the first time I put it on video. 1968, classic, George Romero. See you on the next adventure.